Good morning, everybody. Brian Morris here. Getting a little bit of a late start. It's 11:34 on Tuesday, November 6th, 2018. Market looked like it gave us a short here, but I didn't get in time. That was only just about 2 minutes ago. Less than 2 minutes ago, I could have had that one. But we will sit back and wait for the market to give us something else. So I'll pause the video and wait for something to set up. Alright, well, I was thinking there was some momentum to the upside there. I'm not so sure about this trade right now. Not really getting much of a confirmation on the other side, although there could be some momentum to the upside here. Could be a nice bounce off this EMA if we get an up close, so we can get our 10 ticks. I'll pause the video and see if it sets up. And as soon as I pause the video, it did not set up. So I would be more inclined to see this go short here because this bar here is breached the EMA. There is some support here, but if we get a down close, I would think that we could get a move to the downside. But I would like to see this retrace at least back up to this candle, which means our entry would probably be somewhere in this neighborhood. Again, this is kind of in a range, so it's probably better just to stay out right now. So I'm going to wait and let it kind of even out what it's trying to do. Now it goes up. Alright, we're going to try and see if, well, maybe not. We might get, if this bar closes to the downside, that'll nullify the trade. And it does. Thought we had something setting up there. Although we do have a nice potential bounce here. Let's see what happens. Could have an EMA bounce here. Nope. Not really. We got a nice move up. It is going to retrace. We could look up the Fibonacci retracement levels. If I have those tools sitting here or not. No, instruments. Take it from the last swing low. Yeah, it's already retraced down to 50%. $61.8 is pretty common. 38.2 is pretty common. Try and move back up off the 68 point or 61.8. It's also a little bit off the 34. There we go. Little slippage getting in. Stop down below the swing low. I like to get rid of these Fibonacci. I don't use these very often. So I'm not sure what it's going to take. There we go. See if we can get a push back up off this support. Get back into profit here. And it took us out. Yeah, it was a risky move. Well, we'll take another trade. We'll wait for something a little bit better to set up. Alright, this looks like kind of a breakout to the downside to me. I really like to see a pullback. See an up close, and then we can take the short. It might try to just bounce off this EMA, which is good enough for me. I'm going to do a split target on this one. 2 contracts, 8 ticks. Let the second one ride until we get another white candle. In case this is a strong breakout to the downside, we could get 5 to 10 points until it hits the next layer of structure back here. A nice up close would be nice because it'll bring our entry up a little higher and give us more room for profit. Yeah, it's just kind of fiddle fussing around here. Yeah, I'll pause the video so we don't have to just sit and watch. Alright, we did get the up close. This would be a perfect setup to the downside. Got some EMA bounces going on up here. See if we can't get this to down close. Alright, that trade just wasn't in the cards, but I'm going to go back to my standard trade. Well, that one's not going to work out either. I thought maybe we get a double top off this resistance line, but that's not happening now. Just wants to move up. Alright, well, pause the video until something pops up. Alright, well, that one went against me too. I stepped away. It looks like, we got in, and, was this it here? No, it was this one. This one was the first one. Yeah, so we got in here, and it went up against us, but that's okay. We're down 145. We can get that back. We can get that back. Let's try one more trade. We end up losing again. We're just going to take a red day. Don't like that, but it's better to stop while you're ahead. Well, or slightly down instead of trying to revenge trade and get it all back. Red days are going to happen. This could be a decent entry. I would really rather this retrace back down closer to the EMA, just kind of recharge itself, but we've got some momentum to the upside, so trade with the trend when possible. Let's bring this down so we can see a little bit of it. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong direction. I wanted a short here. Let me see if I can get, maybe it'll move into profit just enough to, a couple of ticks to get me. Oh, that would have been good. Come up and do that again. That's good. Let's take those. Actually, it'll be 15. It always takes away 1 tick. Yeah. I actually was hoping for a short there, but I'm still hoping for a short here. So this had a nice pullback. Let's see what we can get out of this guy here. A little bit more. There we go. We'll even just take that. Alright, we got that one. Probably should have stayed in for a full winner. Got a 50, 10 ticks on that one. Honestly, I'd love to see this kind of pull back again. Volume is not quite as high right now. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I'm going to go ahead and try and jump in on this guy here. Here we go. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I didn't get out fast enough. And bring that target up. So we can get another quick push back down. This is interesting. If it doesn't stop us out, I'll move this up a little bit and give it a little bit more room. If it doesn't stop us out, and it closes down, closes 93.50, we should be able to get 91.50 out of this with fairly easy. Come on down, push down. Come on. You know you want to come down. If this stops us out, I'm going to just quit for the day and take a loss. It'll only be my second losing day of the challenge. But they do happen. Happen to all traders. Let's see if that'll even happen. Maybe we can at least get to a break-even point here by winning this trade. Be nice. Come on, keep moving down. There you go. There you go. You know you want it. You know you want it. It's pushing up right against wow, that turned against me quickly, didn't it? Let's put it right above that swing high there. It really is trying to bounce off an EMA on a tick chart over here that I'm watching. It really needs to pull through there. This is a good setup to the downside. This is the perfect setup for a minimum of 8 ticks to the downside. Of course, nothing is certain, but this should give us 8 ticks from the point of entry, which was right here, 93.75. I guess technically that's 9 ticks, so we can move it up one, but we basically just need this candle to down close. That gives us what, 95.25 to, what is that, 3.5 points there. About $70, if my math is correct. Yeah, it's bouncing off that EMA on the tick chart again. There's still momentum to the downside, though. If it just breaks through that, if it just breaks through this level right here, there's some structure back here, some structure here, which was a previous resistance, new support. If it just break through that structure, probably get a nice move to the downside. Matter of fact, we might as well, just in case, let's see if it runs. If it does. We're risking 3 points here, so I'm risking $60 at this point. Again, if I lose it, then I'm done. It'd be nice to take a little bit of profit off, but we're still $80 down. Market doesn't seem to be giving up much right now. Love to see this poke through that EMA on the tick chart I'm watching over here. Let's try to make another push down. Sorry this video is so long. Sometimes when you get some losers, try not to trade too much. Let's see if we can keep it going. I'm going to try and lock in a little bit of profit anyway. See if we can't keep getting it pushed down. Alright, well, I'm moving the target up a little bit. If we can get 75, 80 bucks out of this trade, that'll at least get us to break even. We'll probably need another trade. There we go. Yeah, what would that get us up? 585 there. Not bad. So we're up 5 with 5 trades. That's going to put us in that $22, $23 in commission range. Minus the 5. So yeah, we still need another good solid trade. So I'll pause the video and wait for something to set up. Okay, I'm going to jump back in here and see if we can't grab this quick trade here. And it just went against me. Gosh darn it. This would have been a better one to pick right there. Looking for the bounce off that EMA. That didn't happen. This is why you need to stick to the rules and make sure that it sets up properly. I'm glad that I get these on video because you can kind of see my mistakes and what not to do. I really needed to wait for this white candle to form to confirm this EMA bounce to the downside, and now instead it's moving up. So it looks like it could be a significant move up, but I'm not going to jump train. I'm going to stick to the rules and try to get some of this back. Alright, I'm still waiting on we could have a double top going on here. See if we can sell to the downside and at least, what would that give us? About 5 points. I'm going 2 contracts, but I'm doing a split target with one with 8 ticks. And let the other one run. In case we get a nice drop. And that one didn't set up either. If anything else, it looks like we could go more to the long side if this would retrace back down. There's more room to run back to the long. There we go. So now let's do the same thing with the split target to the upside. I'll pause the video so we don't have to sit and wait. I know this is a long video. Alright, so it triggered to trade. We're in for 2 contracts. As long as this doesn't go against us. Sell 1 contract here. It looks like it 12 ticks actually. And no target on the second one. We'll just manually close it. Signs point to the upside, but the market's not being real cooperative today. If this goes against us, this would be a painful loss to end on. And it is. Not good. Not good at all. Alright, we are back in. Getting some movement to the upside here. See if we can't get some of this back here. It'd certainly be nice. Just needed to break through that resistance level. Looks like it's just a powerful range, is really. It's just kind of an up and down motion through here. We're down 210, so this would be 96.75. That's 4 points times 2 contracts. Is that 16 ticks times 10? It's 160 just if it gets to this point, and then that second contract can run. It'd be nice to get it back up into this, but at this point I just want it to roll in the right direction. So we'll pause the video and see what it does. Alright, so we made it through that first barrier there. I'm going to bring this stop up and protect some profit. Let's see what we got out of that first one. 80 out of that first one. We just closed, got 65 out of the second one. So we're down 65. 10 contracts so far traded. I'm really not liking the market movement right now. I don't want to trade myself into a hole in overtrade. Right now we're looking at about a $110 loss on the day with the 65 down plus 10 contracts at 450. It's another $45, about $110 down. I'll give it another minute. Alright, as we look ahead, it's been a little bit of time, not terrible a lot of time, but the bottom did fall out like I was predicting back here. It just made this pullback happen first. I'm looking at another split around here. I'd prefer this to retrace back up a few bars. Like that. Maybe even another one. Actually, that's perfect right there. Hang on. I'm going to get out and just get in. That's perfect right there. Why wait, right? Let it move. Let it move. Push down, baby. I forget where we're even at here. Where are we at? Still down to 65. We gotta cover that. As long as it hits this first target, we gotta cover that. I'd love to be able to hit this first target and maybe just a couple more ticks after. Gotta cut down on that loss a little bit. So what do we got here? Is this 85 to 92 or 82? That's 3 points. 12 ticks times 10, 120. That would definitely put us at a break even. We get a couple of ticks below this point here. That would definitely put us up for the day, which would be ideal. But with my luck, it's going to move up and stop us out. Let's try not to make that happen. Not that I have any control over it. It's really trying to push off this EMA. I'd love to see it just push off this EMA and go back down. It's well above the swing high. I'm going to move this up a little bit. I have a bad feeling that it's going to try. Ah! Crud. Crud. One of those days. Alright, we're just going to cut the losses and call it a day. Got some of these trades back. 155 down. 2 contracts on that one. 20 total contracts traded. Let's pull up the spreadsheet. Alright, so we need to figure out how many ticks we lost today. 155. 155 to... Oh, come on. 31. So basically, with commissions, we're going to nullify what we had yesterday. 20... trades. Let's see, we had 11 wins and 9 losers. I already counted those prior to this. Not a great start. Not sure what happened there. Let's try again. There we go. Minus 245 for the day. That happens. You know, we've only had one other losing day up here. Another losing day. I mean, I'm almost glad it happens. I mean, you get days like this, but you can still break out ahead. We had a couple of those early on. This one doesn't really count. 12 trades isn't ridiculous. But, you know, I'm not going to sit there and trade 70 trades, 52, 60. Let's just take the 20 and take a loss before it gets any worse than that. It was worse than that. We were able to come back a little bit. So, you know, it is what it is. Some days are going to be losers. I apologize. This video is so long. Just end up in a losing day. But it's 1:48 p.m. And, you know, market's going to start. It already has been a little bit difficult to trade. I was actually looking ahead. Hold on a second. Let me pause the video here. I was actually looking ahead here at this point. which is about the time I would normally start to look for trades, depending on how fast the market's moving. It looks like it's moving a decent clip, but not too bad. Here at 9:48 a.m. this morning, about 15 minutes after market open. But I was looking, I mean, there are no trades. No trades. We're just kind of in a range right here, which isn't tradable, really. Not that small of a range, isn't anyway. There's a breakout to the upside, but then no retrace. Then we got a breakout to the short, to the downside. Again, no retrace. Excuse me. Kind of an EMA bounce here, but still nothing there. You could have played this EMA bounce if you wanted to, but to me this was too much of a move to the upside. Actually, this was a move right here, 10:03. I'm not sure if this is one that I caught or not, but it came up, broke through the resistance, retraced down 3 candles, and is looking to move back up. So you would have gone long at 19.25, and boom, you would have got, yeah, there was 3 full points to be given there, so that would have been a winner. So if I had been trading at the time of day when I really needed to be trading, one of my first trades had been done. Trading this late in the afternoon typically is not a good idea. I would recommend trading after 11, 12 o'clock. Even after 11, just a random point in the day. This would be a good one to long 74.25, and boom, that one was a winner. Another 3 points available there. So, yeah, I mean, it's just pick and choose. Typically, the morning is a better time to trade. You got after the market open for at least 15 minutes, if not longer. In this case, we didn't get a good setup until after 10 a.m., which was fine. You could sit there for a little while waiting for a good trade to set up. But right now, it's just the volume is low. It's not the best time. It's a little bit erratic. Here was a good one to the short I could have taken if I'd been paying attention. Here's kind of a double bottom. That would have been another good one to the upside. Of course, now that it's moving a little bit, it's starting to do a little bit better of a formation of predictable patterns here. But you know what? I'm just going to end it as it is. We're down $245. I'd rather take the losing day and accept it and move on and live to trade again tomorrow. So we will do that, and we'll see you then.